At 7:30 p.m. tonight, we have the goodies. But before that, sit back and relax for an evening with the Thamesmen.
George, how are you, sir?
I am very good. Thank you very much. I am here. My name is George. I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm Alex. I'm in San Francisco, and you've reached the Thamesmen, and we are celebrating this week summer because we just came back from summer vacation.
We all went on a summer holiday. Now, that reminds me of a song. Who sang that song?
Shit song. All we need is a bus. No. Anyway, we had fun. We're back. George is ill. He got COVID. He's surviving. He's done very well. He's a real trooper. And we've actually got to thank someone.
Really? What's going on?
You got a gift and I got a gift.
No way. Who sent us a gift?
One of our subscribers. Earl. E-R-L. Earl.
Earl's a long-time subscriber. Earl's controversial comments, but honest to a core, isn't he?
Honest to a core. There you go, Earl. Thank you so much. So I'm not going to say his surname, Earl, so out of protection, but he got you The Sound of the Beast, the complete headbanging history of heavy metal. Ooh. Now, Earl has made a mistake.
What's that?
He thinks you can read. But
that's awesome. He knows me. I am heavy metal all the way. That's awesome.
There are pictures you can colour in, but any guesses?
Ozzy? Oh, Lemmy.
Yeah, so thank you. And this is how much Earl knows me. He got me the Lou Reed.
Oh, that'd be interesting as well.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Earl.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate those. And George, I'll send you those. George, I was going to ask you, was there anything when you were younger, when you were younger, were you told anything? And you found out later it wasn't true. Was there anything you found out when you were older that you thought you got it wrong? And I'll tell you what. I was speaking to someone the other day, and they thought ponies were small horses.
Well,
they didn't know they were old. They didn't know they were old. Could be old ponies.
And they thought ponies were baby horses.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that I think isn't that the point of life. There's lots of things that were complete bullshit, and then you kind of work it out for yourself later.
And I thought I'll ask you because I remembered one that my mum had told me. She said, "You got to bear with me on this one." God, my mum's sly. I mean, it was. She told me that you got to wash your fruit. And really wash your fruit. And I said, why? And I'm not going to name a country, but she said that people in a certain country, they pick apples and they don't have toilets. So they wipe their asses on the apple. That's what my mum said to me. And I used to really scrub. And
obsessive with your fruit, were you?
Many years later, I said to her, I said, Mum, why would someone from Europe wipe their ass on an apple and not use a leaf? She goes, what the hell are you talking about? And she said, people wipe their asses on apples. She goes, I must have been lying. I just wondered if you had found out anything.
I tell you the one actually I like the most, which I think is a wonderful story, and I really hope it's true, but never let the truth stand in the way of a good story, was about carrots and about I was always told you got to eat your carrots because they'll make you see in the dark. And do you know why they said that making carrots can see in the dark?
No.
You don't know this. You really don't know this. Seriously?
Was it a mistake?
No. This was the Second World War where the Allies, the English, had invented radar. And so they needed ways to explain why they were shooting down the Germans at night. And so they spread this story that all their pilots were on a diet of carrots, and the carrots allowed them to see better at night and therefore pick out the German planes.
No.
And that was why, and that's why people go around saying carrots make you see better at night, was because it was to cover up this discovery of radar.
They had a sense of humor in the Second World War. When we came over the Channel and to invade again, to make sure that one Englishman or one Allied soldier didn't shoot another Allied soldier, there was a password. Do you know what the password was?
No.
Wee Willy Winker.
Really?
Knowing no German could say it, even if you had the password, they go Wee Willy Winker, bang. There was no way a German could ever say it. It's like also Germans can't say the word squirrel.
You can barely say the word squirrel.
I can't spell it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of our summer.
What are we in the middle of?
This track is the Kinks, Sunny Afternoon. I've got some notes. You read them, George.
I got my teeth in. I've got my hearing aid in.
Put your teeth in.
So shall I read your notes then?
Got your eyes in.
I've got my eyes in. All right. Well, so anyway, so just so people know, we are the Thamesmen. Did we do an intro? Yeah, I think we did.
We did all that. We did all that.
We've done all that anyway. And the Kinks. So the Kinks were an English rock band formed in Muswell Hill in North London in 1963 by the brothers Ray and Dave Davis. They were regarded as one of the most influential rock bands of the 60s. We did a Kinks song already, I think, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
The band emerged during the height of British rhythm and blues and Mersey beat. And were briefly part of the British invasion of the United States until their touring ban in 1965. Were they banned from touring?
Yeah, 1965.
The Kinks were also notorious for their rollicking rock and roll shows. It gained the band a notorious reputation, not because they were loud as The Who or caused as much pandemonium as the Beatles, because offstage, the crew were a real handful. Their offstage behavior quickly saw the group banned from the United States. Now, that's quite a thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well...
The Kinks were a hard, dry drinking band who brought the party to each town they passed by with their wild life ties, sometimes spilling out on stage. One such occasion in May 1965 saw an onstage fight occur between the brother of Ray, Dave Davis, and drummer Mick Avery. The scuffle left Davis in hospital and landed Avery in jail. It was part of a long line of misdemeanors. Things then got even worse when the band decided they would cancel their San Francisco show if they weren't going to get paid in advance. So is that the end of the notes? Yes, I think that's the end of the notes.
No, it was the last straw for the promoter when it backfired, and then they complained, the promoter, to the American Federal of Musicians. The union had the power to withhold work permits for the British musicians if they misbehaved on stage or refused to perform without good reason. That's exactly what would happen. There would be one final low point on the tour, which occurred backstage before their appearance on the Dick Cavett Show. The rest apparently is a blur. Davis saying, however, I do recall being pushed and swinging a punch and being punched back. Kinks found themselves on the receiving end of a 4-year ban from touring in the States, sanctioned by the American Federation of Musicians. The banning severely hampered the band's career across the pond.
Oh, well, there you go.
Right in the height of the career.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's funny how things, rock and roll excess. But anyway.
Yeah, now that would be...
fairly average.
That'd be done on purpose by a rapper. You know what I mean? He'd be pumping it up and trying to, you know what I mean? Back then, you get a 4-year ban from a country.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, my dad was, when he first came over, he had long hair down to his bum. He was called a hairy. Freaks and Harrys.
Right, yeah.
And he said people would spit at him in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, and they also, if they were, he's a musician, and when they stopped, they had to be careful where they were eating. Because, if you think 1969 playing, Bill Graham down here, and, you're doing a tour of the US and you get out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and you've got a hair down to your ass.
Then you're a hippie or a redneck or a commie or
he was a freak or a hairy. That's what he called. He was called a hairy. There you go. Let's do it. I love the Kinks. Some of the best songwriters out there. They really are. And this is our summer track, Sunny Afternoon.
Sunny Afternoon. Perfect. All right, let's do it.
All right. Count me in, big boy, said the priest to the choir.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's what the choir master said.
You're incorrigible. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, yeah.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, blazing on the sunny afternoon. And I can't sail my yacht, he's taken everything I got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, and I love to live so pleasantly. Live this life of luxury, blazing on a sunny afternoon. In summertime, in summertime, in summertime. My girlfriend's run off with my car. I'm gone back to her mama, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. Now I'm sitting here, sipping at my ice cold beer, blazing on the sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away. Well, give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly. Live this life of luxury, blazing on a sunny afternoon. In summertime, in summertime, in summertime. Ah, save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, and I love to live so pleasantly. Live this life of luxury, blazing on a sunny afternoon. In summertime, in summertime, in summertime, in summertime, in summertime.
Lad, he loved. I'd never really listened to the lyrics on that before.
It is good, isn't it? It is. They are great songwriters.
The taxman's taken all my dough and he's left me here in my stately home.
Yeah, right.
I can't even sell my yacht. He's got everything I've got. You know, it's just like he's absolutely sarcastically brilliant.
I must say that the era of videos from that time when they're on TV shows where they have to mime and they have to behave themselves and they can't move around too much. We've had other videos like this, and the poor old drummer can hardly touch anything. You know, he's just sitting there really bored, just like, okay, I'm just going to play along, and you know, and compared to the stories of hellraising you talked about, you know, it's a really interesting contrast. And like watching.
You look at it in his eye and you're thinking, you know, he's about to go any minute.
He's about to explode, isn't he?
He looks like he doesn't give a monkey's up there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? He's like, he's just getting through this, you know?
Yeah, I've just got to do what the promoter wants me. I've just got to get through this 3 minutes and then we'll go drinking, you know, and get paid, you know.
But politically incorrect now. I don't think you can sing about a big fat mama that's trying to break you.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
But he's got to live this life so pleasantly and live this life of luxury on a lazy, sunny afternoon.
It is a great tune, though. It really is. I mean, I had a couple of like because they did cassettes. I had like a Kinks double cassette collection, and I remember listening to them all over and over again, and they were fantastic tracks.
I didn't think you're that much of a Kinks fan because I really love the Kinks.
I didn't really like. I had those 2 cassettes, and I listened to them, but I didn't really know a lot about them. I just liked the songs, and I just listened to them for a long time.
I was always amazed at their penmanship, and also I tried to learn their songs, to take their songs apart because they were so well written. That's what's one great thing when you learn an instrument is the first thing you do is you learn other people's songs, and by learning other people's songs you learn the tricks of what they do. But they were just I don't know. I mean, if I could have played those chords 1,000 times, I still would never have come up with that singing line.
No. He's very magnetic, shall we say? You know, and good to see that his dental work is in the tradition of all English bands.
He probably was fine until he started that tour, and it got progressively worse when it went along. You know, yeah, he looks like he could whistle for Tonto.
He definitely could. He'd have a good whistle going if he wanted to. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you, everyone, for staying with the Thamesmen on their summer list. We're going to put this on a Spotify, little Spotify tune, Spotify list that we'll put down there, so you can try whistling Yankee Doodle along with it as well.
And Earl, thank you, mate. That's awesome. Yeah. Truly awesome. We really appreciate that. That's a really nice thing, and I look forward to Alex. You better send it down to me soon, mate. Before you mess
I'm
it
going
up.
to draw all over it.
No drawing anything on it, okay? No. I know you. Nothing.
Oh, I won't, Earl. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Thank you, everyone. See you on the next summer track of the Thamesmen.
Happy summer.